Hey guys, Chris with Drift HQ here for another How To Tuesday. This week we're going to be walking you through how to install the Leo Grand dual caliper brackets. They work for the Z3 and the E30 chassis and let you mount the Willwood caliper in the rear. They're available in raw finish or a black powder coat. So the first step you want to do is get your car on a lift or to the air on jack stands, and then you're going to remove your factory brake assembly. Now this here is connected to the handbrake cable inside your car. So there's a small little pin right here, and you can just push that pin out and you can remove that part. So it makes it easier to pull the cable through the backside. So now to knock out this parking brake assembly, the cable is still going to be in your way. So you just take a little Torx head or Phillips head screwdriver and you just kind of tap it out. And then you can pull the cable out from the backside. Alright, now we can actually install our brackets from Leo Grand. So this comes with the hardware provided for it. Good grade 10 bolts. So they're a 13mm head. You're going to want to put some thread locker on here so they don't rattle loose when you do some aggressive braking. Now those bolt right up into the original spot where we took out those 14mm bolts earlier. Alright, so the factory brake line here was mounted to the back of our dust shield. Since we removed the dust shield, we got a little line retainer like this, and we just used one of the factory bolt holes to keep this line away from the rotor. Because if you don't tie that line up, it'll eventually start dragging on the rotor, and you don't want to cut the brake hose. So now we have the bracket and everything secured and our brake line secured, we can put our brakes back together, start with the rotor, and then we can start bolting up both our stock caliper and our new Willwood that's going to go down here. So now we can install our secondary caliper from Willwood. So we just slide that on, and then it comes with the hardware from the brackets. We'll just slide it right in and put the bolts in from the back side. That's going to be an 8mm Allen key bolt. So now that you've installed your original caliper and your new dual caliper setup from Leo Grand, you can go through and run your dual caliper lines to your hydro, and then you're gonna obviously bleed your brakes and everything. So that wraps up our dual caliper installation for the Leo Grand brackets for the E30 and the Z3. You can find this and any other dual caliper bracket stuff you need on drifthq.com. Thanks for watching.